Uttarakhand shares its borders with the Tibet in the north, Uttar Pradesh in the south, Nepal in the east, Haryana in the west, and Himachal Pradesh in the northwest. Uttarakhand has a highly varied topography with snow-covered peaks, glaciers, deep canyons, roaring streams, beautiful lakes, and a few patches of dusty plains in the south. Some of the highest mountains in the world are found in Uttarakhand. The total area of Uttarakhand is 53,483 square kilometer and it ranks the 19th among other states. Uttarakhand has various types of soil, all of which are susceptible to soil erosion. In the north, the soil ranges from gravel to stiff clay. Brown forest soil, often shallow, gravelly, and rich in organic content, is found farther to the south. Uttarakhand state's recorded forest area is 24,466 square kilometer, which represents 45.74% of the state's total geographical area and 3.61% of the forest cover of the country. With the 6 national parks, 7 wildlife sanctuaries, 4 conservation reserves comprising nearly 8,000 square kilometers of the area of the state is vast reservoir of magnificent biodiversity. Some of the famous national parks in Uttarakhand are Jim Corbett National Park in Nainital district, Rajaji National Park in Dehradun, Valley of Flowers National Park in Chamoli district, Nanda Devi National Park in Joshmath, Gangotri National Park in Gangotri, and Govind Pashu Vihar National Park and Sanctuary in Supin Range, Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is said to have the 2 most holy rivers in India. Yamuna and Ganga both have their source points here. Many other distributaries and tributaries in Uttarakhand like Girti Ganga, Ton River, Mandakini, Daul Ganga, Bal Ganga and Kosi. The most popular system is River Ganga, which is a synonym for cleansing and life of sin. In Uttarakhand, these rivers along with their tributaries, and apart from being decked with the sacred shrines of the banks that cater to a lot of Hindu devotees, are a vital source of power generation and irrigation. Rivers such as Yamuna, Ganga, Kali and Tons are popular for offering wide variety of water sports in some parts of Uttarakhand. The total estimated volume of the annual groundwater recharge may be achieved as 7.38 million cubic meter in the state. The state undeniably stands proud because of its mighty mountains that are considered some of the highest one in India. Starting with an elevation over 3000 meter and ranging up to 7500 meter, there are so many peaks in Uttarakhand that are unknown and unexplored but still settled in the traveler's hearts. These mountains stretch over the whole land of Uttarakhand, making it look more stunning and mesmerizing, and they serve as the sole reason that people love traveling to the state in India. Famous of them are Nanda Devi, East Trishul, Chaukamba, Shivling, Gaumukh and Kedarnath Peak. The climate of Uttarakhand is temperate, marked by seasonal variations in temperature, but also affected by tropical monsoons. January is the coldest month, with a daily high temperature averaging below freezing in the north and near 70 degrees Fahrenheit in the southeast. Most of the state's roughly 60 inches of annual precipitation is brought by the southwest monsoon, which blows from July through September. Floods and landslides are the problems during the rainy season in the lower stretches of the valleys. In the northern parts of the state, 10 to 15 feet of snowfall is common between December and March. 2012 Himalayan flash floods are the floods that occurred on the midnight of 3rd August 2012 in the Himalayan region of northern Indian states. Many were dead and missing. Many places were affected. Landslides and flash floods were triggered by a sudden cloudburst which left 31 people dead while 40 are reported to be missing. The 2021 Uttarakhand flood, also known as the Chamoli disaster, began on 7 February 2021 in the environs of Nanda Devi National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the outer Garhwal Himalayas in Uttarakhand state. It was caused by a large rock and ice avalanche consisting of material dislodged from Ronti Peak. It caused flooding in the Chamoli district, most notably in the Rishi Ganga River, the Doli Ganga River, and in turn the Alankanada, the major head streams of the Ganges. The disaster left over 200 killed or missing. Most were workers at the top of a dam site. A canvas for the shutterbugs and professional photographers, the Valley of Flowers in Uttarakhand is a home to rich Himalayan flora, including several rare medicinal plants such as Acotinum, Heterophyllum, Falconeri, Arnibia, etc. The Valley of Flowers is endowed with 520 species of high altitude plants including angiosperms, gymnosperms, and pteridophytes, of which 498 are flowering plants. Flowers that carpet the meandering meadows of Valley of Flowers include orchids, poppies, primulas, marigold, daisies, etc. Faunal diversity of Uttarakhand include highly endangered species like the snow leopard, musk deer, tiger, Asiatic elephant, cheer pheasant, king cobra, etc. find suitable habitat in the forests of Uttarakhand. Musk deer is the state animal, while the beautiful monal is the state bird. The total population of the state is 1.01 crores. The male population is 51.37 lakhs. The female population is 49.48 lakhs. And the transgender population is 4,555. And there are 844 females per 1,000 males in the state. There are 5 major tribes identified by the Government of India in Uttarakhand. These are Jansori, Tharu, Raji, Buksa and Bhotia. According to 2011 population census, the tribal population of Uttarakhand stands at 2,91,903, with the Tharu being the largest tribe, followed by Jansori and Buksa. Hinduism constitutes 82.97%, Islam is 13.95%, Christianity is 0.37%, and Sikhism is 2.34%. The overall literacy rate of Uttarakhand is 78.82% and the female literacy is 70.01%. Baju Band, sung by the village women while performing their daily chores on the fields or at home. This is a collection of folk songs expressing various different emotions like love, sorrow, happiness, etc. Or at home, this is a collection of folk songs expressing various different emotions like love, sorrow, happiness, etc. These colorful and enchanting songs are so poetic that they have been compared with the words written by the great poet William Wordsworth. The songs are generally very sweet sounding, romantic as well as mesmerizing. Finding its roots in the Sanskrit word jaga means to wake. These songs are practiced by both Garhwal and Kumaon groups of people in the ritual forms of the spirits of their ancestors. By chanting these songs, it is said that all the local deities and gods are awakened from their dormant state. The jaga performance is also done to seek penance or justice from the gods. The Government of India has also recognized the importance of folk songs and music by awarding the only woman Jagar singer Basanti Devi Bisht Padma Shri Award. Basanti songs are primarily composed and sang to welcome the season change from winter to spring. Their songs sound extremely cheerful, happy and clearly represent the blooming of the flowers that occurs throughout the hills. This song is one of the most special songs here, which is sung with great zealous throughout the entire hill folk. Just as the hillsides get dotted with colorful high altitudes, flowers and plants, people individually or in groups burst out singing their favorite Basanti song. Pandav Nritya. The Pandav Nritya tells the tale of the 5 heroes of Hindu mythology, the Pandava brothers of Mahabharata from start to end. Through this ecstatic dance, the various stages of their life are portrayed. Performed on the drum beats, it is a 10 to 12 days dance drama celebrations. It is believed that the energies of the 5 Pandavas enter the body of performing artists during the stage performance. On the last day of Pandav Nritya, a grand feast is organized for the villages. Bhotia dance. The Bhotias are an ancient tribe of Uttarakhand, and the namesake dance is performed by them is closely linked to their death rituals. It's a common belief among the Bhotias that the soul of the dead lives in the body of the sheep or goat after the human body dies. By performing the Bhotia dance, the soul of the dead can be liberated from the animal's body. Call it the dance of the dead. Jhora dance. Jhora dance is a springtime celebration performed by the local people by moving around in circles. It is a highly popular dance in the Kumaon Himalayas. The USP of this dance is that it aims to break caste barriers, thus allowing both higher and lower caste people to perform it together. Besides springtime, this dance is also performed during wedding and local fairs. Mukota dance. It is another interesting dance performed at the fair organized in the month of Vaishakha. The fair starts from Vaishakha Sankranti and the worship of Bhumiyal Devta. People offer ground rice preparations every day during this fest. Participants wear traditional clothing and masks that are made to resemble various deities and demons. Ganga Dashera. Ganga Dashera festival, also known as Dasar, is celebrated in Uttarakhand during the Hindu month of Jyeshta, that is, in the month of May-June as per English calendar. And on the Tithi of Shukla Dashami, during this time, puja is offered to goddess Ganga, and it is commonly believed that it is on the Ganga Dashera day that goddess Ganga descended onto the earth from heavens. During this festival time, devotees engage in ritualistic bathing, chant holy mantras on the riverbanks, decorate their homes as well as temple doorways with the colorful Dashera posters, and float clay diyas on the river during this evening. Kumaoni Holi is celebrated all across Uttarakhand's Kumaon region, and this Holi, interestingly enough, is more of a musical festival rather than a festival of colors. Musical performers from different parts of the country gather at the various temple premises to soothe the ears with their melodious renditions. This Holi falls into two categories, Kari Holi and Baitki Holi. Kari Holi celebration takes place in the rural belts, while Baitki Holi celebrations takes place in the premises of the temple. Nanda Devi Fair. This is a very popular fair held around September in Uttarakhand's Kumaon region. The fair continues for about 5 days, and apart from the main fair held around the temple of Nanda Devi at Almora, this fair is organized at several other locations of the Kumaon. Kandali. The festival of Kandali is a traditional Uttarakhand festival celebrated with great pomp and glory in Uttarakhand's Pithoragarh district. People celebrate this festival when the flower Kandali blooms in the region at an interval of every 12 years. The festival starts with the worship of a large Shivlingam crafted out of a mix of buckwheat and barley. During the festival, people engage in traditional cultural performances, decorate their houses, courtyards most gorgeously, participate in community feasts wearing traditional jewelries and attires. The festival continues for a span of 1 week. Even processions are taken out during the festival time, and the woman who takes the lead in the procession carries a riddle with her. The Shaukas especially play a major role in the festival of Kandali. Aloo ke kutke. One of the basic and most popular dishes in Uttarakhand, aloo ke kutke is a simple preparation where dry spices are roasted and used. Aloo ke kutke are best served with puri and kirin ki raita. This dish is seen mostly served on festivals. Kafuli or kapa, a delicious dish that it is best enjoyed in the winter season. Kafuli or kapa is made by using spinach fly, the alternative of mustard leaf, and fenugreek leaves. The vegetable is cooked in an iron kadai and is then served with steaming rice. Panu. Panu has its origin in Garhwal regions of Uttarakhand. It is a complex preparation but very high in taste. To make this dish, lentils including the native ghat dal are soaked overnight and are cooked in a pot and served especially in the lunchtime. Jangori ki kheer. A scrumptious dessert, Jangori ki kheer is popular in Garhwal region of Uttarakhand. The dish is prepared by using a kind of millet called jangor that is cooked with a number of dry fruits to give the rich texture. Sports and adventure-based sports have been gaining importance in the state of Uttarakhand over the recent years. The mutual dependence of sports and tourism in Uttarakhand is more than evident. Adventure sports remains to be one of the major sources of revenue for the state. They include mountaineering, whitewater rafting, kayaking and canoeing, rock climbing, paragliding, etc. Badrinath Temple. Badrinath Temple is a Hindu temple dedicated to Lord Vishnu, which is situated in the town of Badrinath in Uttarakhand. The temple and town form one of the 4 Chardham and Chota Chardham pilgrimage sites. The temple is also one of the 108 Divya Desams dedicated to Vishnu, who is worshipped as Badrinath, a holy shrine for Vaishnavites. This is a major tourist destination and pilgrimage site in Uttarakhand. Badrinath Temple complex is a cluster of 18 Hindu temples that are situated in the town of Baidyanath. These temples are renowned for possibly being one of the very few temples in the world where Parvati is depicted with her husband Shiva. It is a cluster of 18 stone temples situated on the bank of the Gomati river. There are 102 stone images, some of which are under worship, while others have been preserved by the Archaeological Survey of India. Ram Jula. Ram Jula is an iron suspension bridge across the river Ganges, located 3 kilometers northeast from the town of Rishikesh in the Indian state of Uttarakhand. The bridge connects the Sivanandanagar area of Muniki Reti in Terai Garhwal district to Swargashram in Puri Garhwal district, crossing the river from the west to east. Built in the year 1986, the bridge is one of the iconic landmarks of Rishikesh. Uttarakhand is one of the fastest growing states in India thanks to the massive growth in capital investment arising from conducive industrial policy and generous tax benefits. The presence of several hill stations, wildlife parks, pilgrimage places, and trekking routes make Uttarakhand an attractive tourist destination. Although roughly 3/5 of the working population of Uttarakhand is engaged in agriculture, less than 1/5 of the total area of Uttarakhand is cultivable. Steep slopes require careful terracing and irrigation, with water drained from the upper levels used to irrigate the lower ones. This method of terrace cultivation allows fields to be sown more than once per year. Wheat is the most widely cultivated crop, followed by rice and various types of millets which are planted on the drier leeward slopes. Sugarcane is grown extensively in the gently rolling foothills of the southern region. Other important crops include pulses such as peas and chickpeas, oilseeds such as soybeans, peanuts, and mustard seeds, as assorted fruits and vegetables. Uttarakhand was the center of education from the ancient time. It was believed that the Kauravas and Pandavas were trained by Guru Dronacharya in the foothills of Himalayas. That is why Dehradun is also known as Drona Nagari. India's best schools and training institutes are located in Uttarakhand. In Uttarakhand, Department of Education has a unified structure covering basic education, secondary education, State Council of Education, Research and Training. Uttarakhand Board of Schools Education and Exams are working under the umbrella of Directorate of School Education. In all categories, there are 19,000 schools and 500 government colleges in the state. In all categories, there are 19,000 schools and 500 government colleges in the state. Although the healthcare system in the state is not so remarkable, the government of Uttarakhand is committed to improve the health status and quality of its people by focusing on health issues with the objective of reducing disease burden, creating an enabling environment, influencing direct and indirect health determinants such as nutrition, water, sanitation, and other factors like education and employment in the state. There are 259 primary healthcare centers, 86 community healthcare centers, 23 sub-district or divisional hospitals, and 29 district hospitals in the state. Uttarakhand state is covered by major hill roads and is being piled by the buses of wheelbase 166 inches with a not more than 50% overhang, whereas the buses plying on plain routes have larger than 166 inches wheelbase and more seating capacity and up to 60% overhang. The local transport in Uttarakhand basically depends upon state transport buses and shared taxis. However, in plain, the rickshaw culture is still prevalent. On hilly terrains, you may also get to enjoy a tonga or pony ride. The transportation is comparatively easier in the plains as compared to the steep hills where there are frequent landslides and a speed of more than 25 km per hour can be dangerous. Hiring a private can be a little costlier, but certainly a more comfortable means than the public transport, which is jam-packed and overcrowded. Railways. Uttarakhand, being a major hub of tourism, has a well-connected railway network that commonly play in regions of Uttarakhand with other Indian cities. Railways play an important role in encouraging Uttarakhand tourism, as majority of tourists that visit Uttarakhand commute via railway transportation. Uttarakhand is yet to develop better air connectivity. Currently, the state has only 2 operational airports, one in Dehradun called Jolly Grant, other in Pantnagar. The airport in Dehradun has good domestic connectivity and has flights that operate from here to major cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Jaipur, etc. Airports in Uttarakhand are Jolly Grant Airport in Dehradun and Pantnagar Airport in Nainital. The electoral politics of Uttarakhand is mainly driven by the dynamics involving hilly areas and plains and Kumaon and Garhwal regions and the Thakur and the Brahmins communities. The major political parties of the state are the Indian National Congress, the Bharatiya Janata Party, Bahujan Samajwadi Party, Aam Aadmi Party and Uttarakhand Kranti Dal. The current Chief Minister of Uttarakhand is Pushkar Singh Dhami. Dhami started his political career in the year 1990 with Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, which is the student wing of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He also served as the state president of the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha until 2008. During this time, he was credited with asserting the state government to reserve 70% of the opportunities for the local youth in industries of the state. He is the 10th Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. His party name is Bharatiya Janata Party. They won 47 out of 70 seats. The opposition party is Indian National Congress with 19 seats. The leader of the opposition is Yashpal Arya and the leader of the party is Karan Mehra, and the next state election will be in 2027. Some of the famous leaders of the state are Murali Manohar Joshi, Surendra Pal Joshi, Brigadier Surendra Singh Panwar, Govind Vallabh Pant, K.C. Pant, N.D. Tiwari, Trivendra Singh Rawat and Hemavati Nandan Bahuguna. Some of the famous personalities from other domains are Karak Singh Waldia, Indian geologist and former Vice Chancellor of Kumaon University, Gunanand Patik, freedom fighter and poet, Ali Abbas Safar, film director, Umed Singh Mehra, Captain and awardee of Ashok Chakra, India's highest peacemaking military decoration, Arvind Raturi, youngest mountaineer of Uttarakhand to scale Mount Everest on 19th May 2013, Abhinav Bindra, shooter and athlete, and Shiv Prasad Darbal, Hindi and Garhwali writer, historian and poet. In 1800, Kumaon prospered under the Chand kings. 1791, Nepal's expanding Gurkha Empire over an Almoraz, the seat of the Kumaon kingdom. In 1804, the Garhwal kingdom also fell to the Gurkhas. 1816, end of the Anglo-Nepalese War, and the western Garhwal kingdom was re-established in Terai. In 1829, Janswar Bawa was incorporated into the Chakrata Tehsil. In 1994, Uttarakhand received a near unanimous acceptance among the local population and national political parties. In 1998, the term Uttaranchal came into use when the Bharatiya Janata Party led Central and Uttar Pradesh state governments began a state reorganization and introduced their preferred name. And in 2000, the state of Uttarakhand was formed by carving out from Uttar Pradesh. Landour is undoubtedly amongst the most serene places to see in Uttarakhand. Home to one of India's renowned author Ruskin Bond, this beautiful town is located in close proximity to Dehradun. This is amongst those places which have not been touched by commercialization and continues to be a place where one can unwind in serenity. Boasting of breathtaking views and eye-catching landscapes, one can look forward to an absolute surreal experience in Landour. This place is also renowned for homemade jams as well as delectable cheese. Dehradun. Surrounded by the breathtaking Doon Valley, Dehradun is a well-known hill station which never fails to entice travelers. Be it families, couples or backpackers, the capital city of Uttarakhand boasts of pleasant climates all the year round, which makes it an ideal place to plan a memorable getaway. This place is also renowned for marvelous architectural display. Mussoorie. Mussoorie is yet another destination which has been on the list of travelers since a very long time. Located in close proximity to Dehradun, this beautiful hill station is one of the most amazing places to visit in Uttarakhand. Located in the midst of Garhwal Himalayan ranges, Mussoorie enjoys a wonderful weather all the year round. Some of the must-visit places in Mussoorie are Kempty Falls, Lal Tiba and the Mall. Home to different hills, lakes and temples, this place derives its name from the shrub known as Mansoor, which is found here in large quantities. Nainital. A popular holiday destination for couples and families, Nainital is nestled amidst beautiful peaks, thereby offering a scenic gateway to one and all. Situated by the renowned Nainu Lake, this lake city boasts of a plethora of scenic spots such as eco cave gardens, snow views, Naina Park, and Kilberry Bird Sanctuary. Moreover, as this land is dotted with the different lakes, it is also known as Lake Districts of India. Upcoming mega projects. Doubling of Haridwar to Lakshara railway line in length of 27 km in Uttarakhand. Implementation of 120 megawatt hydel power unit in Vyasi. Implementation of 100 megawatt substation at Gansari in Terai Garhwal district. Setting up of a solar based power unit at Gadarpur in Udham Singh Nagar district. Redevelopment of bus terminal at Kashipur in Udham Singh Nagar district, and laying of Rishikesh to Karanprayag railway line in length of 125 km in Dehradun. And that's it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed and learnt a lot from it. I'll see you with another incredible state of India in the next. And don't forget to subscribe our channel and share it with your friends.